I'm H-A-P-P-Y. I'm H-A-P-P-Y. I know I am, I'm sure I am. I'm H-A-P-P-Y.
I know I am, I'm sure I am. He's H-A-P-P-Y.
Have you noticed something? Have you noticed how tidy we've become since the television cameras arrived?
What do you expect, Figgis? We're going to be on television. We don't want everything to be in a muddle.
Why not? Why can't we have the same old grotty mess with a few dead bodies lying around? This isn't going to show the reality of the situation. Everybody going around with toothpaste smiles and being unnaturally nice to each other.
That's nonsense, Figgis. We're all being perfectly natural.
If you're being perfectly natural, where are your glasses?
I didn't want to wear them today. I thought the light might reflect in the lens. Besides, I think I look better without them.
I know, but you can't see as well, can you? You keep bumping into things. Hope you're not called upon to give an injection, that's all. Did you hear that? He thinks he looks better without them. It's all going to be a complete waste of time. It's going to give us totally false impression.
No, that's where you're wrong, Fig. They always say no matter how you try and cover things up, the camera never lies.
No, but it can stretch it a bit, especially around here. Have you seen Thorpe? He's all sweetness and light. Why can't he act naturally and be the normal, miserable person we've all come to know and hate? And why does he hog the camera all the time?
Well, it is supposed to be a day in his life, Fig.
Yes, and whose idea was that? It's always the doctors and never the patients. And who takes all the risks round here? We do. And we never get a look in. All we ever get's a trembling hand over the blanket and a quavering voice saying, God bless you, doctor. It's always been the same ever since Dr. Kildare. Faceless patients and Richard Chamberlain having it away down the country club.
This way, they're coming this way.
I shouldn't panic, Archie. They won't come in here.
Nevertheless, I think I'll just slip a comb through my hair. You never know.
Just listen to him. He's been following them around all morning. You're a real camera freak, aren't you, Archie?
Certainly not, Figgis. It's just that I'm curious to see what's going on, that's all.
What's Thorpe doing now, Archie?
They're shooting him coming down the corridor.
Shooting him? That's the best idea they've had all day.
That's a technical term, Figgis. It means they're filming him coming down the corridor.
But he's been doing that for the last hour.
They don't like his walk.
Well, neither do I, but don't see why we should have to have it on film.
He's been making a complete mess of things. All he had to do this morning was get out of the car, pick up his briefcase and walk into the hospital. It took him 2 hours. First of all, he got his foot caught in the seatbelt and fell out of the car. Then he forgot his briefcase, and when he finally entered the hospital, he walked straight into a glass door. It was a complete shambles. Gary and Phil didn't like it at all.
You mean those two in the pink shirts?
The producer and the director, Figgis.
They'd be more at home with Jack and Ori. First sign of a real disease, they'll be straight out through them doors. If they want real drama, they ought to come in here. They don't want a day in the life of Gordon Thorpe. They want a day in the death of Royston Figgis.
Ah, just as I thought. You want to get in front of those cameras, don't you, Figgis?
Well, I wouldn't mind. At least I could speak up for the patients, tell them the truth about this hospital.
I was on television once.
Were you, Norman? What were you doing?
I was holding a tin of beans.
You mean it was a commercial?
No, closed circuit at Tesco's. I look quite good. In fact, I think I'd make a good television performer.
Doing what?
Well, presenting Blue Peter or Magpies. Sitting around in jeans and a jersey, talking to the children, showing them how to make things out of egg boxes. I'd be good at that.
I've always thought that I'd go down rather well on the box. That's what television needs today, a new face.
Nothing new about your face,
There would be on television. What we need is a new approach, a return to style and glamour, and the days of MacDonald Hobley. I think I'll just go and freshen up.
Oh, give over. You're trying to get in front of them cameras again. You'll be there, grinning away with the rest of them.
I wouldn't dream of doing anything so vulgar, Figgis. No, if they want me, they'll have to ask for me.
Do you think you could try that walk down the corridor again, Mr. Thorpe? Only this time, try and forget the camera. It's just an ordinary morning. Keep the walk perfectly natural.
Perfectly natural. Right, Gary.
Okay, and roll VTR. Okay, and action.
From here.
Yes, Mr. Thorpe.
Ready?
Yes.
I'm coming. Now.
Cut. He's way over the top again, Gary.
Mickey Mouse time, Phil. Mr. Thorpe, do you always walk like that?
Yes, I think so.
Well, do you think this time you could do it a little slower with less flourish?
Less flourish. Certainly.
Okay. And action.
Good morning, Mr. Thorpe. I beg your pardon.
Keep walking, Doctor.
Is there something wrong with your teeth, Doctor?
I'm being filmed, Lover.
Oh, I didn't realize there were cameras. I must have blown the whole thing. I do apologize.
Cut. Don't worry, Mr. Thorpe. I think we've got enough. Now, if we could pick you up walking straight into the ward.
In here.
If you wouldn't mind.
Have I got to?
Please, Mr. Thorpe, we are in a hurry.
Very well.
Okay. And action.
Figgis! Fool! Can't you see I'm being filmed?
Are you? Where? Oh, I see. Hello. I didn't realize, but, well, since I'm here, perhaps you'd like me to say a few words.
Certainly not.
Well, I could express the patient's point of view. I do have a few comments to make, which I think may be of interest to the viewer.
Good to get Figgis back in bed at once. Certainly, Mr. Thorpe. Doctor, what's happened to your glasses?
I took them off. I thought I looked better without them.
Just get Figgis back into bed, will you?
All right. If you want a bland, boring film with no human interest, that's your affair.
Come, Figgis. I'm sorry about that, Gary.
Never mind, Mr. Thorpe. There's always one.
There's more than one.
Now, Mr. Thorpe, we want you to go across to a patient and talk to him so that we can observe your understanding and compassion.
Yes, well, let's get on with it while I've still got some left.
Okay, and, why don't you try a dummy run this time, Mr. Thorpe?
Well, Norman, how are we feeling today, old chap?
Could you hold his hand, Mr. Thorpe?
What?
Just to show the compassion.
Oh, yes, I see. Norman, could I hold your hand?
Certainly, Mr. Thorpe.
And look into his eyes when you're talking to him. We want to feel the warmth, the feeling of a kindly father figure. I think we've got something here, Phil. He's got a wonderful face.
Business before pleasure, Gary.
How are we feeling today, old chap?
Very much better, thank you, Doctor. And may I say it's due to your skill and care that I find myself in this happy position after months of pain.
Splendid. Well, we'll soon have you on your feet again, punting the leather, playing football with the best of them.
Yes, I look forward to that, Doctor. I look forward to playing football with the best of them.
Splendid.
Right, that's fine.
That's
great.
great.
But we'll just set up the lights, then we'll shoot it. Should we have coffee?
Oh, right, Gary.
Very nice.
I'm going to be on television, Fig. I'm going to be on television.
Yes, I suppose you are. I only hope you can pull it off, that's all. Still, as long as you don't have any trouble with the old nerves, you should be all right.
I don't have any trouble with my nerves, Fig.
Come on, whenever you're under pressure, you start getting that twitch. That little muscle in your cheek begins to whir. That's all going to show on television, you know. They're going to see every crafty movement of your eyes, every uncertainty, the involuntary lick of the dry lips, the beads of sweat on the brow. Your total falseness revealed to millions.
What falseness? What do you mean, Fig?
The camera may never lie, but you certainly do. You've never played football in your life.
Well, no, but I played table tennis.
Well, that's hardly the same thing, is it? You were sitting there passing yourself off as a second Kevin Keegan.
Oh, what's that for?
It's a microphone.
See, now you're wired for every sound. Hope your stomach doesn't start rumbling.
I'm afraid I shall have to take it off. I've got to go somewhere.
Well, they certainly don't want to hear you in there. Nerves, you see, always gets the bladder first.
Okay, everyone ready? Okay, and action.
Well, and how are we feeling today, old chap?
Very much better, thank you, Doctor. Oh, excuse me. Should we hold hands now or later?
Cut. Hold hands whenever you feel like it.
Chase me.
Shall we start again?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Action.
Well, and how are we feeling today, old chap?
Very much better, thank you, Doctor. And may I say it's due to your kill and scare that I find myself...
He said kill and scare.
Well, of course he did. It's what they call a Freudian slip.
It's not a Freudian slip, because he simply got it the wrong way round.
Yeah, it should have been scare and kill.
All right, let's try again, shall we?
Sorry.
Okay. And action.
Well, how are we feeling today, old chap?
Very much better, Doctor. And may I say it's due to your skill and care that I find myself in the happy position I find myself in the present time in.
I've got the boys waffling. We can't go on like this.
Sorry, everybody.
Sorry. Don't worry, Norman. It's perfectly all right. Okay. Settle down, everybody. Okay. And action.
How are we feeling today?
Very much better, thank you, Doctor. And may I say it's due to your skill and care that I find myself in this happy position after pain of months.
He said pain of months. We can't go on like this. It's ridiculous.
Show your understanding and compassion, Mr. Thorpe.
Well, get someone else. The boy's a fool.
Having trouble? You're filming again. I didn't realize. I've been out on the terrace reading a little Wordsworth. We both have the same feeling for nature. I find it a great solace watching the leaves fall and knowing that after autumn there'll always be another spring.
What do you think, Gary? Wonderful, Phil. Right, everybody over here, please.
Hey, what about me?
Never mind, Norman. That's show business.
I'm sure I am. H-A-P-P-Y.
Are you going to be ready soon, Mr. Glover?
Just teasing out a few curls, Phil. It's not every day one appears on television. Now then, do you think this dressing gown will suit? Will you be able to pick out the colours?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
And what about makeup?
Oh, that won't be necessary.
Oh.
Never mind, Archie. Still got time to wipe it off.
I'm not wearing any Figgis. Actually, it's at times like this that I thank God that I've got a good skin. Now, Phil, I'd like to get my best side, so what position would you like me to take up?
Face downwards.
Don't be petty, Norman. You've had your chance, now it's mine.
Look, Mr. Glover, I would like to point out that this is supposed to be a film about the Doctor.
Yes, but let's be frank, even his best friends wouldn't call him handsome. He's rather colourless. In fact, I think that he's going to come across as rather beige. It'll be about as exciting as watching a plank walk. However, you know your business. Just tell me where the cameras are.
Don't worry, Mr. Glover, just leave everything up to us.
Yes, and Phil, don't let us get too disciplined. You see, I tend to get rather inventive, so if I do something rather unexpected, just keep the cameras rolling.
Yes, well, you just let us know as soon as you're ready and try and keep it natural.
Righto, Phil.
Natural is about as natural as a plastic daffodil.
Eat your heart out, Norman Binns. You're only jealous.
He's right, Norman. We shouldn't be envious.
Well, it's very nice of you, Figgis. I rather thought that you wanted to be on.
I wouldn't mind, but that's not the point. The big thing is that one of the patients is getting a look in for a change, and that's important. Now, watch Thorpe. He'll try and mask you, Archie.
What do you mean?
He'll stand in front of you so no one will see you.
Will he indeed?
Or he'll upstage you.
Upstage me? What does that mean, Norman?
He'll keep turning you towards him so that you've got your back to the camera.
You see, we want you to look good, Archie. Patients are always portrayed as empty husks lying around, but all the medical staff get the glamour. Now, you can redress the balance. This could be your big chance, Archie. This could lead to something. This time next year, you could be reading the news. You could be another Angela Rippon. Guest appearances on Call My Bluff and, dare we say it, blankety blank. But it won't happen if all we see is the back of your head.
Don't worry, Figgis. Won't be seeing the back of my head, I can assure you.
Spit, Archie, and don't forget, plenty of business with the old stick and the old book of verse, and plenty of those perceptive insights.
Yes, you're right, Figgis. I think the viewer will be particularly interested in my philosophy of life. Well, you can tell them I'm ready.
Isn't he ready yet, Figgis?
Almost, Doctor.
Well, let's get on with it.
I just want to say, well, I'm sorry the way things are going.
How do you mean the way things are going?
Well, there's supposed to be a day in your life. There won't be much chance of that with old Greta Garbo in there. Trouble is, everyone's trying to get in on the act.
Yes, including you, Figgis.
Well, at least I'm not taller than you. He's 6'2", Doctor. He's going to make you look like a dwarf. You'll be trotting beside him like Quasimodo. You're lucky to get your head in.
Ah, you're forgetting one thing, Figgis. The camera will be trained on me.
Oh, I'm not so sure, Doctor. He's looking good. He's been slapping on the rouge ever since this thing started. And I think he's borrowed some eyeshadow from Sister. Just don't let him upstage you, that's all.
But how can he upstage me, Figgis?
By turning your back to the camera so all we'll see is that bald patch on the back of your head. Oh, it's an old trick, Doctor. He'll be smiling into the camera and you'll just be a white coat flapping around.
Well, we'll see about that, Figgis.
They're ready for you now, Mr. Thorpe.
Gupta!
What's happened to your moustache? Oh, shaved it off. I think I look better without it. I think I look more interesting, don't you agree?
No, I don't. It's supposed to be a day in my life, not yours. You won't be going in front of the cameras. All they might possibly show is your hand as you pass through the case notes. Now stop this charade and grow it again at once.
So, all we want you to do, Mr. Thorpe, is to walk down the centre of the ward with Mr. Glover and see him into his bed, passing the time of day, that sort of thing. Okay. Okay.
Action.
Do you think somebody could dab my bra? I think I'm beginning to glisten a little.
Certainly, Mr. Glover.
Okay, that's fine. Thanks. Thanks. Okay.
Action.
I was just wondering. Well, it's just a suggestion. Could you put a hand on his shoulder, Mr. Thorpe?
No, that's impossible. He's too tall. If you want me to do that, he'll have to crouch.
I'm not going to crouch. I'd look ridiculous.
Well, that's just a thought. Carry on. Okay.
Action. Well, I've had a look at the test results, Glover, and everything seems to be fine. You should be out of here in no time at all.
Wait a minute, Doctor. I wouldn't be leaning so heavily on this stick if everything were fine. You can tell me the truth. I can take it. After all, what is life but a game played by fools?
I can assure you, Glover, there's nothing the matter with you at all.
I'm just happy that I've led a full life. I've crammed more into my few years than most people have in a lifetime. I've warmed both my hands at the fire of life, and now it sinks. I'm ready to depart.
Why don't you, Glover? Is he going to go on like this all the time? It's supposed to be a day in my life, not his.
I'm just trying to add a little colour, that's all. I can't help it if you look bad, Thorpe.
I don't look bad. I don't look anything. I can't get a look in, not with you gabbling.
I'm not gabbling. Whilst we're on the subject, would you stop trying to hog the camera? After all, your face isn't exactly going to launch 1,000 ships.
Right. That's it, Gary. I refuse to go on.
I'm sorry, Mr. Glover.
What about Gary?
I'm afraid we're going to have to find someone else.
I see. Amateur night, is it?
Sorry, Phil. Look, can't we find somebody who looks more like an ordinary patient?
Not Figgis.
Just look at him, Norman. The things some people will do just to get onto television. I don't know how they could choose someone so grotesque. And just look at that hideous dressing gown.
I never thought he'd be like that, Archie, the way he's creeping around Thorpe. Thought at least he'd stand up for the patients.
Now, I want to get this right, Mr. Thorpe. Just you tell me what you want me to say, and I'll say it. Because after all, I mean, this is your show. I mean, we're just your acolytes, really. What was it again?
Well, all you have to say is, I'm feeling a little better today. Thank you, Mr. Thorpe.
Let's see if I can get that right. I'm feeling a little better today, thank you. Yes, I think I've got that. You see, I want to memorize it. I don't want to have to extemporize. I think it's important that we both know what we're doing. Would you like to hold my hand, Doctor?
No. I don't think that'll be necessary, Figgis.
Well, please yourself, Doctor. I'm all wired up properly, am I, Gary?
Yes, Mr. Figgis. Now, this is going to be very brief because we are running out of time.
Yes, I understand. I'll just try and follow Mr. Thorpe's lead. And I won't move around too much because I don't want to mask him from the cameras or anything like that. I'll just sit back here. Or perhaps you'd like me lying down with my hands over the neck. Just sitting up back here. Is that all right for you, Mr. Thorpe?
Ready, Mr. Thorpe?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
Right, and I don't want you to hurry anything, Mr. Thorpe, because I'll just be sitting here watching you. Good luck, everyone.
Okay. Action!
Well, Figgis, how are we today?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that, Doctor, because for some time I've been having these terrible pains in my stomach. And when I complain about them, I'm told there's nothing to worry about. Now, I'm not a fool, Doctor. If there's nothing to worry about, why all these x-rays? I'm not right down here and you know it. The job's been botched and I want to know what you're going to do about it.
Well, don't be ridiculous, Figgis. All you have is a mild post-operative infection.
Yes, and why? Because the standard of hygiene in this hospital leaves a great deal to be desired. We have the highest fatality rate in the country. Streptococci is rampant in the canteen. It's the only thing that gives the food any taste.
There's nothing wrong with the food, Figgis.
There's nothing right with it. It all comes out of packets. Where's the goodness in that? They should throw the food away and boil the packets. At least we get some vitamins.
Get back into bed at once, Figgis.
No, it's time someone stood up for the patients. Everybody ignores us. It's time we had our say. We've been kept in ignorance too long, and that's my main complaint. Nobody tells us a bloody thing.
But there's nothing to tell, Figgis. You're making a perfect recovery.
Perfect recovery, am I? Hey, is that what you think? Well, cop a load of this.
Stop the cameras!
That's right. Sweep the truth under the carpet and to the bland food. All sweetness and light. Never mind what they do to us in here.
Look, to do something.
Leave this to me, Mr. Thorpe.
Doctor, what have you done to your hair?
I think it looks better for the camera.
Oh, no.
But now let me speak.
Please be calm, Mr. Figgis. You can trust Gupta. Isn't he always here? Long after the doctors are home in bed, always with a cheery smile and a cup of tea, pushing back the hours of darkness.
Gupta's right, Roy. You shouldn't complain. It's a wonderful hospital. They work miracles here every day. I, for one, can't speak too highly of them.
He's right, Roy. Don't whine. Be a man. Take life as it comes. Face it squarely in the eye. Live each day as though it were your last.
Enough of these platitudes, Archie. Let's tell the truth for once. Let's show the public what it's really like.
No, this is my show. It's supposed to be a day in my life, Figgis, not yours.
I'm H-A-P-P-Y, I'm H-A-P-P-Y. I know I am, I'm sure I am, I'm H-A-P-P-Y. Yes, I'm H-A-P-P-Y, I'm H-A-P-P-Y. I know I am, I'm sure I am, I'm H-A-P-P-Y. Oh yes, I'm H-A-P-P-Y. Yes, I'm H-A-P-P-Y. I know I am, I'm sure I am. Yes, I'm H-A-P-P, H-A-P-P, only when I lie. H-A-P-P-Y.